The Geneva Convention, a milestone in international humanitarian law. The Geneva Convention, signed in 1949, is a landmark agreement that established guidelines for the protection and treatment of individuals affected by armed conflicts. It aimed to improve the health and safety of wounded soldiers, ensure the humane treatment of prisoners of war, protect civilian populations during times of war. The First Geneva Convention focused on the care and protection of wounded and sick soldiers on the battlefield. It established the Red Cross as a neutral organization responsible for providing aid to those in need. The Second Geneva Convention extended the principles to cover those wounded, sick, or shipwrecked at sea. It recognized the unique challenges faced by individuals in maritime environments. The Third Geneva Convention addressed the treatment of prisoners of war, POWs, and established guidelines to safeguard their rights and well-being. The Fourth Geneva Convention expanded the scope of protection to include civilians caught in armed conflicts. It outlined measures to safeguard civilians from violence and harm. The Geneva Convention has had a profound impact on international humanitarian law. It has provided a framework for states to adhere to during times of war and has established minimum standards of treatment for those affected by hostilities. The principles of the Geneva Convention have been reinforced by subsequent international agreements, such as the Additional Protocols of 1977. These protocols expanded the protection afforded to victims of armed conflicts and addressed emerging challenges. The Geneva Convention has also influenced the development of national legislation and policies related to humanitarian law. Many countries have incorporated its principles into their domestic legal frameworks. The Geneva Convention stands as a testament to the international community's commitment to protecting the lives and dignity of individuals affected by armed conflicts. Its 4 treaties have provided a comprehensive framework for the treatment of wounded soldiers, prisoners of war, and civilian population. By adhering to the principles outlined in the Geneva Convention, nations can work towards a more just and humane world, even in the midst of conflict.